Alright, so I actually want to go do some things before we buy the TMs. I want to go see what we can get over on Route 16. Yeah, I gotta get Disco, of course. Kind of want to see what we can get over here. Like, if we can get... So we get... I don't think we're gonna get another electric type, but if we can get... So we got a flamethrower user, we got another flamethrower user, we have a thunderbolt user, another thunderbolt user. Maybe we can get an ice beam user in the next area. I mean, if we can get that, we'd be set. We need Disco, because Disco has the moves to cut it. And by the moves to cut it, I mean the move cut to cut it. Alright, let's see what we can get. Come on, let's see what we get. Zapdos. What is it with this game and the good Pokemon? Oh, Thunder Wave. The Thunder Wave. Ooh, that's... That lowered your defense. Okay. Go for the Sleep Powder. Okay. We have around 30 Pokeballs, 28, 29, 20 Great Balls. Wait, why is this not working? No! Okay. Oh, it's pressing on keys. Okay, that was what it was. I thought I used the Master Ball. Okay. Ultra Ball. Net Ball. Let's go for the Ultra Ball. Let's see. Let's hope we can catch this. We can get Zapdos. No. Alright. Pokeball. Oh, so close. Come on. Come on. Can we get the Zapdos? Can we get the Zapdos? Can we bet? Can we get the best mascot of the best team in Pokemon Go? Can we get the best team mascot? Yes, I'm Team Instinct. Screw off Mystic and Valor. Come on. Can we get Zapdos? Come on, Zapdos. Ooh, you have Peck. Oh, okay, that's scary. I really haven't been paralyzed at all. I love that. Come on, come on, come on. Ooh. Thankfully, Thundershock is not doing anything to us. So, we can just shenanigans. Actually, wait, no. It's just the freaking Great Balls. Almost. Come on. Come on. Close. Close. Okay, 5 damage. Oof. Okay. Do we have healing items? Oh, there's 3 rolls! There's 3! Come on. Oh. I don't feel safe. I think you might go for Peck this turn. Super Potions. So we can take a hit from okay. Didn't go for that. Powder. Okay, Powder missed. Okay. Let's see. Come on, let's get it. Come on, Zapdos. Yes! We got Zapdos! We got Zapdos, boys and girls! Yes! We got Zapdos! We got the best bird out there! Yes! I don't care what you guys say. It's the only one that's not double weak to rock. Yes! We are nicknaming you. We're naming you Instinct. We're naming you Instinct. Instinct. We got Zapdos. We got freaking Zapdos. And we didn't need to use the Master Ball. We didn't need to use the Master Ball. Oh, let's see what you got. Come on, something good. Docile. Yeah, you're going on the team. Sorry, sorry, Magneton, but you're nothing. You're nothing compared to Zapdos. Zapdos is best bird. Zapdos is the best bird. You'll be... Oh, we're also not weak to ground. Our only weaknesses are rock and ice. I mean, that's another ice weakness as a team, but I mean, we're part of electric, we're fast. Let's see, do we have any TMs that I can use on Zapdos right now? I mean, of course I have Fly, but I'm not teaching him to fly. Rain Dance, Thunder Rain Dance. Shockwave, maybe. Okay. I'm thinking I'm gonna go for Thunderbolt. I'm gonna go with Thunderbolt right now. Just gonna buy a bunch of coins. I think it was like 4,000 what we needed. We don't have enough coins. We don't have enough money for the coins. Hey, boy. Let's go else. Okay, so you have to get the okay. I get Zapdos. And then the game makes Team Rocket use Matang on me. How can you be so cruel, game? How can you be so cruel? Matang killed itself. Oh, brilliant. Oh, the brilliance. Oh, this is too good. This is just too dang good. Ah, forget Delcatty. Alright. Don't do that. Don't do that. There you can't use your stuff on me because I am a female and I am also not. Ooh, magnitude. The good. I did not do that on purpose. No. The good ground moves happen. The good moves are with us. The RNG is back. The RNG is with us. It's with us. We can do this. We have 3 legendaries on the team. We got Zapdos, Celebi. We also pseudo legendary and Tyranitar. Oh my god, our team is just ripping everything a new one. Sorry, Charizard, but you're gone. Yeah, I just... You are what we needed. You are what we needed for the frickin' ice types. The frickin' ice water types. You are what we needed. So we're good on that front. Also, I believe you're fast as well. Keep out Team Rocket's way. So, eventful stuff happening. Eventful stuff is happening. Actually, sell it on Game Corner, no. I want to go over here. I want to sell some stuff. I picked up a couple of nuggets along the way. So, I think I might want to sell a bunch of items. Social. Oh, that's bad. Mystic Water. Yellow Flute. No. Confusion. Cleanse Tag. That could be... Oh, right. I had the Saurus. I found that in the, cave. Shell Bell. No, I want the Shell Bell. You're useless to me. Because your Wiz is a Nuzlocke. Yeah. Sell the Waterstone. How many nuggets? 2 nuggets. Okay. That's good money. We have enough to buy Thunderbolt. I'm gonna sell the HP ups. Oh, right, the Deep Sea Tooth. What? Was the Deep Sea scale worth like a 1,500 or something like that? Blue Flute, no. Max Elixir, no. Lava Cookie, no. Black Glasses, no. Ice, no. So, we got some good stuff. We're gonna... I might not get Thunderbolt right now. I'll think about Thunderbolt. What's what you got? What do you got right here? Roar, Hyper Beam, Brick Break. Oh my god, TM Brick Break. That's what we needed for Bloom. The good TMs. The good TMs. Okay, I'm making a note right here. Good TMs in Celadon. Good TMs in Celadon. Exclamation point, exclamation point. I am so freaking lame. So, I say we go storm Team Rocket's base with our new and improved team. Hello everyone, welcome back. So, team checkup. Instinct, the Zapdos. He didn't get any new move while training up, so nothing changed here. Rayquaza, I'm pretty sure nothing changed here. Golem. He wanted to learn self-destruct, I decided not to teach it that, and I deleted Defense Curl for Magnitude. Nothing changed on Oddboy. Celebi, nothing has changed. And Disco, you're dead, so you don't count. This is not the final team. Like, again, there's some other members of the team that I kind of want to have on the team, but because we have to have a Pokemon no cut for this gym, because the gym is stupid like that. Wait. Oh, you can Oh, you actually can sneak around here and... That's not good. Oddboy. I think you can do this? There we go. That's good. There we go, Oddboy. Huh. Did not know that. You could actually... I thought that you could only jump down these ledges, not... Okay. Oh, good. I get to kill Eevee. I don't like Eevee. And you die. Jigglypuff! Ooh, roll out. Don't want that. Don't want any of that business. The bees nails. Ludicolo. You. Get racked. Yeah, right, that's the, one of your weaknesses is flying, and I have that in Pidgey. I am your frickin' god, because I'm an electric type. Hey, about this gym, no. Rapidash. Yeah, not too damaging. Ooh, okay, there's a crit. Okay, that makes me feel better. Mawile, hey, buddy, I don't like you. I don't like your frickin' face. You just get shocked. But that's too rough. What? I hope Erica wipes you out. Oh, she won't. Oh, she won't. She wishes she could wipe me out. I'm too awesome because I got Instinct on my team. I got the best bird and the best frickin'. I got Rayquaza. I got Zapdos. I got Celebi. I got a weird flower thing. And a couple of other Pokemon. You got nothing. Sheesh, what's with the frickin' poison types? You have healing items? What do you have healing? How many regular trainers have healing items? What are you weak to again? What are you weak to, Lily? Acid contest. What are you weak to? You're weak to fighting. Oof. 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 Fuck swipe. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. Ghastly. Nothing. You have nothing on me. So get racked. How are you faster than me, Wishcash? How the heck is Wishcash faster than me? Nice. Alright, you got traps. Shelter! And Shelter dies. So we got one more trainer here to battle. Ivysaur! My favorite of the, resist? Yeah. My favorite of the Kanto starters, evolutionary line. Yay, Kingler. I think we're faster than you? Yeah, we're faster than you. Okay. I'm not gonna play so gutsy anymore with Instinct, because I want Instinct to live. Golem. Oof. There you go. Freaking destroyed. Smoke screen. When is Horseman smoke screen? Alright. Well, that was easy. I mean, we haven't beaten Erica yet, so don't worry, that'll be easy. Hopefully that'll be easy. We had Giga Drain for beating her, so that's definitely gonna be good. That is gonna go straight on to Celebi if Celebi's able to learn that. And if Celebi can't learn that, that's just freaking dumb. Alright, oh dear, you must have dozed off. Oh, you fall asleep, right. So grass type, no. You don't use it. That's not a grass type. At all. Also, Erica, something I want to talk about. I don't know if this was intentional, but in the Godzilla series, there's a plant-based Godzilla monster called Biollante. Now, Biollante is a part human, part Godzilla, part rosebush monster created by a scientist whose daughter died, and like because rosebushes have like some psychic stuff, he like put the cells of his daughter, like splice them together with the rosebush to like keep his daughter alive in some strange, bizarre way. And then some people tried to break into his lab. He had Godzilla cells he was studying, and so he spliced the Godzilla cells with the rosebush because the rose plants got damaged and were dying. So he thought, if I put the rosebush cells with the Godzilla cells, maybe some of that, some of Godzilla's healing abilities will transfer and the rosebush will live. It did, and it became a gigantic monster. A giant rosebush monster, and the name of the daughter was Erica. So, because Erica became Biollante, which is that plant monster, I'm wondering if that was what they were going for when they named the gym leader Erica. I don't know. It could be, but I mean, I don't know. I like it to be that way because I'm a fan of Godzilla, but I don't know if it's actually like named because of that. Odd boy. Watercon. I like Marshtomp. It's derpy. Like just, I don't know. I like the giant grin Marshtomp has on his face. I'd like to get a Marshtomp on the team. Dang. You took that really freaking well. Oh, you're not part ground yet. Because if you're not part ground, that would make sense, but you took the hit like a champ. I gotta check that if you're part ground. Marshtomp. First thing came up was Marshadow. Is it part water? Is it part ground? It is water ground, dang. You hit like a champ, Marshtomp. Confer the rainbow badge. Alright. You also use strength outside of battle. We heard about that move a long time ago. TM19. That is Giga Drain. Yeah, they buffed this move so much, and it's so freaking good now. I used one on a Rose Raid once when playing through a game. I remember when using one on Rose Raid in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, and then using it on another grass type Pokemon in Black and White. Holy crap, the difference was night and day. They needed to buff that move. Now it's actually a really good move. So, I think that since all the stuff that we did in just this episode, I think maybe it's time to cut the episode, or if we don't have enough, or if we still have more time to fill, we will continue on to wherever that Team Rocket grunt was going to. He seems a bit suspicious, like all Team Rocket grunts. See you guys next time, or later in the episode, depending on time stuff. I should probably just stop talking. Alright, now that we're done with Erica, let's get going to the Rocket HQ. And honestly, I think because the Rocket HQ, because it's so long, this is going to be sort of a perfect opportunity for me to not really rant, but kind of get something about Kanto off my chest, because I think this is extremely apt right now. So we're gonna get rid of Ludicolo, because you are our dead boy. You're dead boy, and we don't need Cut anymore. So I'm gonna go with Tyranitar now. I think that we really need to start training Tyranitar, because Tyranitar is just gonna be a beast. Also, this Combusken, I have no idea when we got this combustion. I recorded all of my stuff, and I went through it. There was no second combustion encounter. So it just appeared once in my box. I have no idea where it came from. I'm thinking maybe some stuff from the old file got carried over somehow or messed up. I don't know. This file's been acting strange and I don't know why. So, I have to go to the Rocket Game Corner. And this is where, if you're a Gen 1 fan or you just like Kanto in general, I'm probably going to make a lot of people who like Kanto mad, but I also want to know your opinions on what I'm going to say here. My problem with Kanto is that so much opens up so fast because the game is laid out in a very, kind of bizarre, kind of haphazard way, where you have, over here there's this gym that you need to get this HM for, and to get this HM, you gotta go on the SS Anne, you go to this whole place, get a fetch quest to just get this HM, then go over here, get this thing, a lot of backtracking. To get Flash, you have to go into the Diglett's Cave, all the way over to Pewter City. If you didn't bring Cut, you gotta go all the way back to Vermilion City, and get a Pokemon with Cut, then go back. There's a lot of backtracking, and this is pretty much the most egregious in my opinion of this, where right here, we have to go to this entire giant Team Rocket's HQ, which it's not that big, but it's decently sized, and we're gonna have to go back to, what's it called? Lavender Town. You're gonna have to go climb the Pokemon Tower, and there's a lot of required backtracking, is what I'm saying. You have to, for pretty much one example, you have to go to Cerulean City, then down to Vermilion, then you get Cut, after you beat Vermilion City Gym, you gotta go back up to Cerulean, and then you can start progressing the rest of the game. You get to the Rock Tunnel, okay, you don't have Flash. Well, tough luck kid, you gotta head all the way back to Vermilion City, down to the Diglett's Cave, back to Pewter City, get HM Flash, then go the whole thing all over again, get back to the Rock Tunnel, and that's so much backtracking. Ooh, Rock Slide. Rant about Kanto and be rewarded. Yeah, I'm not gonna need Sandstorm. I mean, we set Sandstorm anyway when we come here, so we don't need Sandstorm. But, yeah, it's so much backtracking. I've played Let's Go Pikachu, and even with that, they made stuff a bit better in that game, but just playing in this game, playing through any of the Kanto games without knowing, I need to get Flash for this, or I should keep in mind to bring a Pokemon with Cut so I don't have to go backtracking a whole bunch. I gotta go backtracking to get Flash. There's a lot of backtracking in this game, and in my opinion, it's just pointless. It's filler time, and I am not the biggest fan of games like, say, X and Y. One of my biggest complaints about X and Y is how the game is it gets itself over with so fast. There's no time to play, but that's mostly because the entire point of X and Y is just get itself out of the way. So it was here's all the new competitive stuff. Well, competitive now is offline because this is Generation 6, and we're in Gen 7 now, so tough luck, this game's actually garbage now because it entirely exists for competitive, which you can't do on it anymore. It's not like that where the game gets stuff out of the way as soon as possible, but this game, it just drags on because of the backtracking. At the very least, in Heart Gold and Soul Silver and the original Gold, Silver, and Crystal games, it does drag on a bit, but that's because you have to take time to go train. You have to train your team up. You're not, I have to go walk all the way back to, say, Ecruteak City from, Blackthorn. No. The game is very much, and yes, you have to go backtracking from, say, you gotta go to Ecruteak to Olivine, then from Olivine to Cianwood, and then from Cianwood back to Olivine City. But by that point, you have Fly. You don't have to walk, spend how much time walking there. It's just, this game, for a large portion of it, you have to walk. If you want to explore everything you can as soon as you can, because you can pretty much get to Saffron City after you beat Misty. After you beat the SS Anne, you can go all the way to Saffron City, and I'm probably a little bit farther. But if you can do all that, you're going to be super over-leveled. Not only going to be super over-leveled, but you can't get Fly, because you need to beat Lieutenant Surge to start using Fly. It's just, the most bizarre thing about this game is how you can explore stuff super early on, but there's a lot of backtracking required. There's so much backtracking in this game if you don't know, oh, I have to use this thing soon. As someone who's never played Kanto, I don't remember any of that and didn't remember any of that when I played Let's Go Pikachu. So, if I couldn't figure out some of this stuff because, oh, I have to go backtracking to get it, I can't imagine what this game, because I know they toned a bit of stuff down in Let's Go Pikachu. They changed some things, like they changed to Brock. Brock gives you the T in Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. In this game, you gotta go talk to an old woman, and she gives you that. Brock is pretty much just standing there and he gives it to you, not you gotta go out of your way and find some old lady somewhere. And that is what bugs me about Kanto in general, because it's a flawed game design. That Kanto is very backtracking heavy. You are cut off getting to certain locations, not by HMs. You know, being cut off by HMs, in my opinion, is okay, because that's what every game does. But being cut off by, say, talking to a random NPC who gives you an item to let you pass, that doesn't feel like the same accomplishment as, oh, I have Surf now. I can explore the Lake of Rage. I can explore Route 41. That's not the same achievement, because when I beat the gym leader and I get that gym badge that allows me to use Surf, that's an achievement for my team. We beat that gym leader. In this, it's, oh, I found some random NPC in the middle of nowhere who just lets me go there now. There's things about this game that bug me, and that's one of the big ones, is so much of just going out of your way to talk to people, and it doesn't work, in my opinion. It's a game that has not aged well. Because if you take this game, if you pretty much just took the way the story progresses in Gen 1, replaced all the Pokemon, replaced the region with, say, a different region, and sort of like, if Kanto was anything but Gen 1, no one would like the Kanto games. Because they're pointlessly making you go out of your way for certain things. And yes, the other Pokemon games have you kind of go out of your way for things from time to time, but not as often as this. Yes, there are times you do have to go out of your way and say Black and White, or any of the other games, but a lot of that time, that stuff is either optional, or it is story required. And yes, you say, well, you have to go out of your way for the T stuff, but that's not the same as, say, going into a building and getting something from an NPC and then going to go unlock, say, a new town, is different than, say, going to a whole new big area where you have to go fight Team Plasma or Team Aqua or something like that, or, say, storming the villain's base. And even then, you have to go storm the villain's base in all the games, and while you do have to storm the villain's base in this game, you storm the villain's base not for the final takedown of the villainous team, but because we're not talking about Team Rocket yet. We're not even halfway through the game yet. There's no way we're gonna have taken down Team Rocket by now. There's no way we beat Team Rocket after taking down their base here. We all know what's gonna happen. We're gonna be backtracking all the way to Lavender Town. None of the other games, to my knowledge, where after you beat the villainous team's base, you have to go backtracking to older areas. The villainous base is generally one of the last areas of the game where you encounter the antagonistic team. So it's just, this game has not aged well, is what I'm saying. The Kanto games have not aged well. Even the Pokemon themselves, if you take away the context from Kanto being Gen 1 from Kanto, no one would really like it. Because a lot of the Pokemon in Kanto were not given thought to with, say, physical inspections, like Gengar. Gengar was terrible in Gen 1. He's like, well, yeah, but it had the elemental punches, it had all these things, yeah. Okay. What Pokemon didn't get the elemental punches? You know, Alakazam got the elemental punches, and because they were special moves back then, it pretty much is what broke Alakazam. But Alakazam had one other thing above Gengar, and that was its stab moves weren't physical. Back in Gen 1, Gengar, both of Gengar's types were physical. That means that Gengar was absolutely terrible using Shadow Ball, absolutely terrible using Sludge Bomb. Two moves that Gengar is extremely well known for using these days. It was garbage at using at because they were physical moves back then. But look at Alakazam. It was a Psychic type. Psychic was special. It had the elemental punches. It's just, the Kanto games were so poorly thought out, in my opinion. You mother freaker. Freaking Wobbuffet. But, like, it's just, the Kanto games were so poorly thought out in terms of, in my opinion, of just how things go, say, type balancing with physical or special stats. And, well, you know, the later games, say the physical special split, made that a lot better. You know, Gengar being able to use those special moves now makes Gengar so much better. But to think it took until Generation 7 for Gengar to be able to use Shadow Ball in a Kanto game is ridiculous, in my opinion. Just thinking that. It boggles my mind that people think Kanto's a good region. You remove the context of Generation 1 from it, you're left with a game that a lot of people probably just dislike, because it's a bad game. Kanto is a poorly planned region in just the progression of the story and the Pokemon. I actually talked to a lot of people who do play Pokemon, and I say, so, what do you think is the best region? What's your favorite region? They say, oh yeah, Kanto. It's like, okay, well, what do you like about Kanto? They list off maybe 2 or 3 Pokemon, maybe the starters, evolutionary lines, and maybe, you know, Dragonite, and that's probably it. There may be Gengar too, but maybe one of the starters lines, maybe Dragonite, Gyarados, and maybe 2 or 3 other Pokemon. Okay. Then it's like, okay, well, what about the other regions? And they list off maybe, you know, 10 or 20 Pokemon they love from all the other regions. And I say, and you still say that Kanto is, you know, the best region because it has the best Pokemon, when you like all these other regions more. And then it makes them think. They pause for a second and they just don't get it. Because I make them think about the only reason people like Kanto and put it on a pedestal is because of Gen 1. You remove the context of Kanto being Gen 1, and you replace it with any of it. If you replaced Kanto with Unova, so Unova was Generation 1, everyone would love it. Just because it's purely Gen 1. And that's what I find fascinating about, like, people who like Pokemon, is that Gen 1 is one of the worst designed regions. Its progression of the story is horrible, and there was very little thought put into how the Pokemon actually will be performing in terms of, like, actual story progress. So, stats, move pools, and physical and special attacks. There was so little thought put into that for how this works, because you look at the Generation 1 Pokemon, there are so many Pokemon in Generation 1 that are absolutely busted. And even in Generation 3, when Special Defense was added, there are so many Pokemon that were absolutely busted simply because of the way stats and moves worked. There were other Pokemon that were absolutely terrible because of how stats and moves worked. Like, again, Gengar. Gengar was so bad because it couldn't use special attacks aside from, say, special attacks that every other special attacker got. I mean, pretty much every Pokemon got the elemental punches. Yeah, it got Psychic, but again, so did Alakazam, and Alakazam was just better. It's one of those things I find fascinating, is just that people like Gen 1 purely because it's Gen 1. You take away... Like, I'm not someone who grew up with Generation 1. My first game was Diamond and Pearl. So I have none of the Gen 1 nostalgia. And I kind of get to look at Generation 1 from this perspective of not being the first game I played. And that context kind of makes me think that, like, just look at them from that context. It amazes me how bad these games are in terms of compared to the other Pokemon games. Like, on its own, for what it was in the original day, for what it was originally, say, when the games first came out, they weren't bad because they were the first version of this. They were the first Pokemon games, and, you know, we didn't know what a Pokemon game was going to be. So, when the other games came out and they became sort of what they are now, comparing that to what this was originally, it hasn't aged well, it just hasn't held up because the other games are just so much better. It's why looking at it from the context of it being the original game, it's better than the other games. But when you compare it to, say, the original game's progression in terms of gameplay compared to, say, any of the other games' gameplay, it's horrible gameplay. Just such a fetch quest. I felt that it was like such a fetch quest and so much backtracking. We have yet to see the full extent of the backtracking, and I did want to kind of get that out of the way right now, that I dislike Kanto. I've kind of hinted at here and there. I dislike Kanto. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I've kind of hinted at here and there. But I am going to outright say it right now. I dislike the Kanto region. And I dislike the games set in Kanto for their story progress. Because they weren't well designed. It really took until Generation 7 for the Kanto games to actually become a bit more balanced and say every Pokemon was actually kind of good now. Because before, there were pretty much a small handful of actually good Pokemon. You know, Nidoking Horndrill, that glitch. Alakazam was just absolutely busted because nothing could deal with it. Gengar was garbage, as I've already said. Gyarados. Gyarados is so bad using special attacks. After playing through a game of Heart Gold and Soul Silver with the red Gyarados on my team and just having it use Surf on something, it amazed me just how little damage Surf did from that. Because, again, Gyarados' stats, I mean, yes, Gyarados in Generation 1 had a 100 base special attack, which was really, really good. 100 base special attack and 100 base special defense, effectively. It's amazing on it. But then, you know, a little thing called special defense came, and they nerfed its special attack by making it a 60 now. Again, I feel that was a good idea because it was very much always a physical attacker more. And the most recent games where, say, Waterfall is a physical move now after Gen 4, definitely helped that it made it so much better. But it's like looking at Gen 1 these days and just the Kanto region. The games have changed so much. And the original games don't hold up. For what they are, they're not bad. They're playable. And they're a little... I'm not gonna lie. There's times where I do get a bit of enjoyment out of playing them. But overall, they're games that have not aged well. They're games that... the characters are not that good. The antagonists are just kind of cookie-cutter antagonists where, oh, we want to take over the world because we're evil. We have antagonists that are so much better and more interesting now. Just, again, for what this game is, it's not bad. But you can't just look at a game for what it is all the time. You have to look at how it stands against everything nowadays. Especially when they re-release, say, the old game as a remake. And Let's Go Pikachu kind of pushed me a bit wrong in that, thinking these games have not held up well. They have not aged particularly well. I know a lot of people who they liked Gen 1, and playing through the games again, it kind of opened their eyes to Gen 1 not being as good as they kind of glamorized it to be in their heads. Because when your first memories of Pokemon are just playing Gen 1, you haven't played it in a long time, you tend to kind of forget how it actually played. You know, I played, Heart Gold, Soul Silver. I remembered it being very different than it actually is. I thought, oh my gosh, this game is just such a tedious EXP grind, and I was wrong. I didn't find it as much of an EXP grind as I thought it was. And looking at, say, the older Kanto games with, say, fresh eyes, they're very different than what people kind of lead themselves to believing from their first playthroughs. A little bit of a rant I kind of wanted to get out of my chest because I kind of felt that I really felt that I should say that, just because I am not known for liking Kanto, and am known for being very, very harsh on Kanto games. And my friends know I'm harsh on Kanto. So I think after that whole little rant tangent, I think it's time to, say, cut the video, because we did a lot today, and, next time we'll continue storming the Rocket HQ, and who knows, maybe I'll go on even more rants about stuff I'm not the biggest fan of from Gen 1. See you guys next time. We go upstairs, you were coming. Except, seems even in Generation 3 the Team Rocket actually knew how to do stuff well. Bugcatcher Ann. Yeah, it's like, it takes randomizers and stuff to make the Pokemon games kind of interesting from Gen 1, because Gen 1's bad. I know there's a lot of people out there who like Gen 1, but just kind of asking, look at the Gen 1 games beyond they were the first Pokemon game. Look at them how they are nowadays. Just, story progression, everything. Just play them again and honestly think about things. Just saying. See you guys next time, and I know I probably made a whole bunch of mistakes with making people annoyed at me for saying I don't like Gen 1. See you guys next time.